Good afternoon, and I am live. It is Monday, January 12th, and I'm a couple minutes early. So welcome to Pat's Stamping Place. I've been away for a few weeks, quite a long time actually. So I'll fill you in just a little bit with what I'm able to share right now. So I will take a deep breath and see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, let's put this up here. patmayer.stampinup.net if you want to place an order online. And we'll see if everything is working. And Shirley is here. Yay, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, rub my nose here a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. So lots and lots and lots has happened in my life. Okay, we're still a bit early, but I'll go ahead and get started. And so I'm not sure if I will always be regular on Monday. I will try to. But long story short, I'm probably going to be, not probably, in the next 6 months, making a big change in my life. And I will be cleaning out and moving. So far, everything is going to be okay. So it's a process. Anyway, I can share more a little bit later as I can. Okay, so what am I doing today? I decided to step away from kind of doing some cleaning because it's going to be a major process as I look around in my basement down here to try and figure out things that I have accumulated for a very long time, and what needs to go and what needs to stay. What am I looking for here? Okay, I'm gonna skip it. Okay, I've missed being here too, and I haven't even been creative at all. Trust me, I've been just pondering things, and today I decided, okay, it's time to pick it up again. But again, I don't know if I will always be on Mondays. Sometimes I might pre-record something. I thought about doing that today, but decided let's just do a live one. So I'm going to go because I still have my gathering with my friends on Mondays for dinner. So the mini, let's go down to my desktop here. The mini catalog went live last Tuesday, I believe. And this is the January to April mini catalog. And I'd done some things out of this back when I was able to. And I'm going to, thank you, Shirley. It's been a difficult week. It was a week ago today that the friend that I took to the hospital way back in November passed away. So that's going to bring some tears to my eyes, but she's not suffering any longer. So the mini catalog went live. It goes until April. And I initially fell in love with this Greenery Lane bundle, and also includes the washi tape over here on page 57. Because it feels like spring. And probably about now, maybe, if you've had some of the weather that we've had here, it's spring can't come fast enough, I guess. So I will just going to go ahead and get started. So apologize if I sound just a little bit crazy here, but we're going to make it work. Besides, I do need to get some birthday cards done this week, and I totally didn't get a birthday card done for my 2-year-old great-granddaughter, so that's still on the horizon. Because I need to pull out some things that are good for little ones. So this is a catalog. If you need one from me, please reach out. I did send a few out. Okay, so I'm going to make one card, and then I have some samples to show you too. So this is the card that I'm going to make, but I am going to alter it just a little bit. It's a birthday card. I'm going to use some gold instead. This is a strip of the washi tape. This washi tape in this catalog comes with dies that will cut out parts of this. Our last one that is in the annual catalog had a full die that cut out everything here. The one that looks like this, where all of those pieces cut out. And I really liked that. I hope that sticks around, but that's in the annual catalog. So let's start with a piece. Okay. I have a card base that is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I'm going to take this washi tape and put it on here. I'm using a full sheet, quarter sheet of basic white. Yay, I don't have any bubbles in this, so that's good. See, those are my ribbon cutting scissors. So let's get the ones that are not for ribbons. And this does tear, but I think it's a little bit easier to cut it. Okay, I've got strings all over me because I was trying to do something with some cloud cover ribbon, and it's not going to work. Okay, so let's pull that off. I'm just going to wrap this around. So that I can cut a strip of this that is going to be, see, I think this one that I used was 1 1/4. That's 1 1/4. So let's grab trimmer and cut off the excess there, and then go 1 1/4 over. And the colors here are Garden Green, Lost Lagoon. I think we've got some, yeah, what did I say? Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Cloud Cover. But it goes very well also with Secret Sea. So I'm going to be stamping with that too. So I'm just going to put a strip on here. It's an easy card, very easy to do. You could do this with designer series paper. So think about what you have if you don't have the products that I'm showing. On this one, I did run it all through once I got the washi tape on there. I did run it through an embossing folder. I'm going to skip that step on this sample. And what I like to do is have my card base and then use another piece that's a full size quarter sheet to make that the layer on top. That way, if you make a mistake on this, you're not sacrificing a half sheet of cardstock, and you can make some changes as you go. So let's get some glue out and glue that on. So now we are into 2026. And how is your new year going? Okay, let's see if I can make this straight. This glass mat here kind of helps also with the grid that's on there to line that up. So that looks pretty good. Now remember I said cloud cover is in here, and cloud cover is available in some ribbon, some paper. You can get the refill for it and fill it into a small square, one of our mini. I don't even think I have that here. But it is not available in the full ink pad. So that's going to go there. And then I have, again, here's the sample. So I'm changing it up a little bit. I decided instead of using this die cut that I cut out 2 of these. These are the dies. And remember, we have our new packaging now. So everything, including the dies and the stamps, come in folders like this. So I cut out this one, and I also cut out this one. I guess I didn't pop all those out, but that's okay. And these are the ones that match on the washi tape. This one, and this one. This one looks like that. It cuts that out. And on this die, I chose not to pop all of these out to give that white space underneath. If you can see that. I got the center one out. And actually these weren't popping out real easily anyway. So then I thought, let's just leave those in there because it gives a little bit more texture and dimension to that die cut. And let's see, something didn't cut out all the way. Okay, so there's some pieces in there that didn't cut out, and that's fine. This one is just plain anyway. And I liked it the gold instead of doing the stamping on it and die cutting it that way. So I'm going to put the one that has this little bit more dimension here on the card. And I like the gold. Now this is one that would be ideal for using the sticky sheets that go on the back. But I forgot to do that on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these together like this with some adhesive. Just little dots of adhesive. And I like that gold on there. You can tell me when I'm done which you like the better of the two, whether you like the stamped one or the gold one when I'm done. Okay, let's get these glued down. And of course, I'm getting glue on me. what would stamping be if we didn't get ink on our fingers and glue on our fingers too. So I'm not going all the way up here. I want those to kind of just not be glued all the way down. And that's okay too. So let's put that there, and I'm going to grab one of the blocks here. Well, I bring out a die cut that comes from the Words of Beauty dies. This is online, has the Just Because, and it also has a stamp set that goes with it as well, that has "You're a great friend," "It's your birthday," "I appreciate you," "I think you're amazing." So many wonderful sentiments that go with this big Just Because. And I do have a sample to show using this one too. But I'm going to use this small banner die and use the "It's Your Birthday." I thought I had that out, but I guess I don't. Okay, let's make sure that's straight. So I'm going to make sure I'm up here in the camera. Put that on there. And I'm going to stamp that with Secret C. This beautiful, beautiful in color. That's a little crooked. I did die cut 2 of those, so let's see if this one looks a little bit better, and then I'll just pick which one looks the best. Okay, they're about the same, but I think this one is better. And since that one isn't very good, I'm just going to glue the 2 of them together. So I've got a little bit more dimension with this. And then I'm also going to put it on mini dimensionals. Well, the other day it was like 54 degrees here. It was so warm. It was beautiful. And then the wind came and the snow came later. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so this is glued down sufficiently. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. And again, this is a top fold card, 4 1/4 across, 11, scored at 5 1/2. So we're back to January winter, but it is the sun is out today. And then I understand we're to get more snow on maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm going to put that here so it kind of covers up the base of those 2 stems. And somewhere I have dimensionals. I always have strips of dimensionals. So this is one of the minis. Let's just cut off a whole strip to go on here. Okay, so that's popped up there like that. Again, here is the sample, and this one I stamped in Lost Lagoon. This was die cut, and then I not sponged, but used the blending brushes to go over with Lost Lagoon there. I just wasn't real thrilled with it, so that's why I decided to change it up with this one. Okay, it's your birthday. And then this is the black and white and gold baker's twine. It came from the Modern Christmas bundle, which I believe was in the last catalog, but it is still available. And okay, this is a little bit lower than I thought, but it'll also work. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. So I doubled this with the white. Yeah, I like the gold too. I'm glad I decided to do that. Gold always looks so elegant. And then I like the gold in this baker's twine too. So that's just going to go be below there. And let's add a little dot of glue. And that does take a little bit of time to dry with the baker's twine on there. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Here's the sample. Again, I did not run this one through on an embossing folder. I like the look of it. So for one final thing, let's get some bling on there. And this is the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And we have white, cloud cover, old olive, and the secret sea. On this one, I use the old olive. On this one, I think I will give some accents because I stamped this in secret sea. I'm going to use the secret sea ones. And that kind of accents these other colors. They all go so well together. So we've got two sizes. Let's put one up here. Whoops, I hope that one sticks because I may have pulled that off of something else. I guess that's good. So there, and another little one. And let's do one here. And then balance it out with one more large one. Maybe here. So it sticks with the odd number of 5. So I only use 3 here, but I'm using 5 there. I know this is not glued down all the way yet. Okay, and if I haven't mentioned this in a while, when I open my embellishments, I trim them along the side so it's much easier to just slip them out rather than open them here. They just don't always seem to go back in the wrapper quite as easily. So that's the card. Let me show you the samples, then we'll go back to that one again. So how are you liking the new packaging? I'm still in the process of going back and forth between the larger containers that we had before and these new ones, but I think space-wise, these are superior to that. Okay, we'll get some things out of the way. So there's today's, let's hope that dries. And here are some other samples that I made. Okay, this was from a kind of a prototype that I did with a class a month or so ago. Maybe it might have been November. And this was the sample. It was a Christmas theme, but I liked it so much that I did something like this. Wishing You Well, which also came from the Words, nope, that's not Words of Beauty. The Wishing You Well is from the Greenery Lane. So Secret C, here's a strip of the washi tape, some more gold. So, you know, when you find a design that you like, go for it. Go with something else. So there's that one. I like the space. You mean the space that I didn't use here? Sometimes, you know, we have trouble with white space, I guess, and we want to fill it all up. And that's why I went with this plain instead of using this. Oh, one thing else I wanted to say about this one. The colored paper, our colored cardstock, does cost more than basic white. So if you want to make the effect of looking like a colored cardstock, use basic white as your base, a quarter sheet of your color here, and then you don't really need to put another piece in here for your sentiment or whatever you want to write. Where this one is the full 5.5 by 8.5 scored, and then you need to put another piece in here anyway. So it just gives you another option for being a little bit more conservative, perhaps on your cardstock. Okay, here's another one. This is a square card, and I use the Just Because. Here is a strip of the washi tape, and I put that on instead of white, like I did these. I put it on a strip of Lost Lagoon, and this is Garden Green. Okay, so this one ended up being 5 by 5. So I would need to make a new envelope for this one. But those are usually pretty easy to do. Okay, here's another one where I use the ribbon a little bit as the background. And that's this cloud cover textured ribbon. It's like a linen ribbon. And I did try to cut it in half. It does fray a little bit. So I had these little ribbon things all over me. So maybe I need to play around with that a little bit more, but it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So that will probably go in the trash. But the cloud cover is such a beautiful, beautiful color. So we've got 3 strips of the ribbon here. Oh, yes, the packaging doesn't use a lot of space. Do you remember when we had the big thick ones with the wood-mounted stamps, Shirley? Way back in the day? Yes. So here I used 3 strips of the ribbon and wrapped it around a piece of the cloud cover. Here is another strip on cloud cover of the washi tape. And then I cut this out of the washi tape. So just a simple thank you card with a little bit of texture there and something that kind of draws your eye to that. And then this is the last one where I made a frame out of, oh, I always forget samples that I've got here. The textured notes dies. Love these. So it just fit with this one to get a piece of the washi tape, the full washi tape. And then I took this one and cut out a frame. So there's another choice for you. Move that out of the way. And then a stamped, I had this left over from something I decided not to use, and then a plain white one, and then just a simple thank you card. Now this one I did use the full piece, and then a thank you there. So that's what we have today. So thank you for being here, Shirley. Maybe others are watching, I don't know. Or if you are catching this on a replay, thank you for watching as well. And now that I jump back in, it's easy, but we'll see. I can't guarantee every Monday from now on with the things that are going on, but I've got lots and lots to do. And it's going to be probably over the course of the next 6 months or so. So wish me well on the work that lies ahead. And I will see you soon. Thank you.